Hello my dear knowledge worker, subject matter experts, business men and women. Today we're going to look at the second lecture of reward management. We're going to talk about the reward system. What is the reward system? And elements of reward systems. Reward system consists of methods used by the organization to pay their employees and provide them with other benefits. Reward system could be a formal and informal. The system how the employee should get paid their salaries, allowances and benefit. That could be defined with the grades and pay structures and pay progression. Or in small organization it could be a informal. Just the organizations paying the spot rates and involving the ad hoc decision about the pay progression. There is no grade and pay structure in place. Let us take a look of the reward systems. How the reward system supports to the organization to achieve its goals. The objective is reward system should support to accomplish the organization goal, to enhance the performance of the employee, to engage the employee, to foster their commitment and maintain their morale high. So this is the reward system, how the reward system will play a role. Let us take a look in brief all the elements, and after this we're gonna look each and every element in detail. Rewards business strategy. Business strategy is define the business drivers and set out the goals. The business drivers are all the resources, all the processes, all the situations, financial, the processes in place and the employees' talent. All these are the business driver that drive the business to the success. And the business drivers, the elements, those are includes that is a high performance, that is quality, productivity, cost, speed, innovations. All these are included in the business drivers. So based on that, each organization will have a unique qualities or traits. Based on that the organization thrive, and these are called the business drivers. The organizations maintain the competitive position in the market based on the quality. The organization will focus on that quality. So these are the business. The reward strategy. How the reward strategy is going to support to the organization's goal by developing the short-term and the long-term policies and procedures. Reward strategy is influenced by the reward philosophy and context. Reward context, this one, the context is in the environment in which the organizations operates. The internal context is the organization culture, organization structure, organization operations, the talent the employees have, the size. The external context is economy and competitive environment. And then the base pay. Base pay is the management, is the process of deciding the base pay levels and managing the base pay with or without grades. To manage the base pay, the organizations perform 3 activities. These are marketing, pricing, job evaluation, grade and pay structure. Let us take a look one by one in turn. Market. Market pricing is the process of analyzing market rates to establish the external relativity, establish the competitive pay structures to attract and retain the high quality people the organization needed. Job evaluation is systematic process to determine the relative worth of each job by establishing the hierarchy of jobs and establishing the internal relativity based on the sound and consistent judgment, maintain grade and pay structure. Then you have got the feedback from the market rate analysis and also the job evaluations. You're gonna establish the grade and pay structures, and you're gonna manage the base pay. Pay progression is the process through which the pay increases within the reward system. The pay progressions, pay is linked with the employee's contribution, their competencies, and it could be a consolidated and non-consolidated. Employee benefits are element of remuneration given in addition to the various form of cash pay. That could be a employee's pension, sick leave, insurance, company car, all the benefits, those are given by the organizations. And allowances paid in addition to the base pay for special circumstances. If the employees are working remotely, he may be given the remotely allowance. He is working shift allowance, living in London, because the cost of living in London is very high. Performance management process define individual performance and contribution, and at the end the employee will receive financial and non-financial reward, and that forms the total remuneration is the value of all cash the employee cash and the benefits the employee is receiving. That is total remuneration. And non-financial reward arise from the work itself, recognition, achievements, autonomy. Then it is the total reward. Total reward is a combination of financial and non-financial reward. And lastly, the organization is going to achieve the high performance. Let me recap it and define again all these. Reward system consists of methods that define how to pay the employees their salaries, allowances and benefit. This system could be a formal system with grades and pay structure and pay progression, and it could be an informal system in small organizations where the organizations are not establishing the grade and pay structure and just taking the ad hoc decisions and paying the employees. Now, how the reward system is going to support to achieve the organizational goal? So the reward system starts from the reward strategy, and reward strategy identify the drivers. What are the resources that the organization have? What are the financial resources and non-financial resources and human capital resources that is going to use, and then organization will set out the goals. The drivers could be a organization want to compete the market by quality, by cost leadership like Walmart or Southwest Airlines, low cost. And then the reward strategy, develop the policies and procedures, grades and pay structures, performance evaluation system, and also that is performance management system that is going to support the organization to achieve the organizational goals. Reward system is influenced by the reward philosophy and the reward, that is the context. The context is in which the organization operates, that is internal context. In the reward system, the internal context is the organization culture, organization structure, operation, size, the talent. They affect the reward system you are going to manage it. And the external context, the economy and the competitive environment in which the government policies also affect. And then that is the pay management. Pay management is how you gonna pay to the employees. That is a manage. First, the reward system. In the reward system, you are going to perform 3 activities. You are going to price the job based on the market rates to attract and retain the high quality peoples. You are going to establish the external relativity to pay the employees. If your organization is going to lead the market, pay more than the market rate. And then it is job evaluation. A systematic process to determine the relative worth of each job by establishing the hierarchy of jobs. And you are going to maintain the internal relativity, and then you are going to establish grade and pay structure, and based on the grade and pay structure, you are going to pay the employees where people feel satisfied, they feel that they are receiving what their contributions are. The system is fair, consistent, transparent. The people will be feel motivated, happy, and they thrive the organization's performance. And then you have the contingent pay. Contingent pay is classified in 2 ways, that is, are the 2 components. That is consolidated pay or non-consolidated pay or the variable pay. Variable pay is one-time payment, that is the bonus, incentives you are receiving, and consolidated pay is that is consolidated into your base pay every month you are receiving. And then you have the benefits. The benefit are mandatory benefit or non-mandatory benefits, and then allowances. This, because of the special circumstances, you are going to receive the benefit. Then it is the performance management system. Define the profiles, define the objectives that the employee should achieve it, define the competencies that the employee should have, set the objectives, then develop the improvement performance plan, and then let the employee carry out the jobs, focus on the improvement process for the employee and the performance, and provide periodically feedback, coach the employee, manage the underperformers, and review the performance, dialogue it, and at the end reward the employee, intrinsic and extrinsic reward. And then it is non-financial reward in the reward system. Non-financial reward has overarching impact on the performance of the organization and have a positive long-lasting impact. Very important. Always appreciate the employees, recognize the employees' services, provide the positive and constructive feedback. Always, as a supervisor, support the employees. Give the employee fulfilling work, challenging work, where the person would feel that he or she is involved. Allow the communication, involve in the decision making, maintain the work-life balance, quality of life, the culture of the organization. All these are the intrinsic rewards. Training and development, opportunity to grow, opportunity to utilize the competency to reach to the full potentials. Very important. And there is then at the end of total reward is a combination of financial and non-financial reward, and at the end the result is improve the performance of the organizations, change the behavior, influence the employees' behavior, introducing the schemes related to the compensation and benefits, attract and retain the high quality people the organization need it, motivate and engage them, foster their commitment, and lastly develop the policies and procedure that the organization could support and also the organization could afford. This is the rewards, my dear knowledge worker reward system. The reward system will support to achieve the organizational goals. And in the next lecture, we're gonna talk about one case study, and in the following lecture, we're gonna look at each and every component of the reward system in detail. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. I will be back shortly. Thanks. Bye.